So, first one
Let
for
me
you.
take a swig of wine.
Yeah,
Go
you
on.
might need it for this one. You're not going to swig?
Something tells me you're going to start with the most horrible one, and that's
Yeah,
going to make me blush.
We're going to go straight in, I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
just
no.
to
Okay,
set
wait.
the vibe. So, anal. Naughty or nice?
I knew you were going to say that.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to 30 Years and Running. I'll be your host, Christian, and each week my friends and I will be looking at life seen through the eyes of 30-somethings. Whether it's things like dating, social media, or mental health, we'll be looking at the past, present, and future of being in your 30s.
There's something really unnerving about this.
I think that, no, that's fine, I think, isn't it?
I'm just going to have to breathe my way through this.
You worried?
You're all right. You're safe. I mean, it's going
You're
to
in a
happen
safe
to
place.
you. You're in a safe place, Emma.
Microphone's not a penis. You're fine.
Yeah, but it's
And
this rather
woosah.
phallic-shaped object that's
Something like
kind
that
of
as well. That's a nice little
in my
Freudian slip.
peripheral vision.
No, you're good.
All right.
You're good.
Okay. I'm good.
You sure? And breathe in. Woosah. Okay. Ready to rock and roll?
Ready to rock and roll.
Let's do it. Welcome to a special Christmas edition of 30 Years and Running, actually.
Check out the jumper.
Check the
to honour
jumper. You're done now.
Christmas.
Christmas vibes. I am Christian, as always, your host. And I've got the lovely Emma back in the sofa today. How are you today?
I'm very well. Very good.
Glad to hear it. And good to
Warmed
have
by
you.
mulled wine.
Yeah. Full of Christmas cheer
Festive and happy.
and microphone penises.
And
But
microphone penises, yeah.
There you go. That's what we're doing over here. So today's episode is quite a special one, and it's called Naughty or Nice. So basically, last week I asked people on Instagram for things that happen in a relationship that you could either say are naughty or nice, and people sent in some interesting suggestions. And
Which urge more on the naughty side, but
yeah, I mean, we'll debate that as we go on. So the premise is that Emma and I are going to take all your suggestions that we kind of looked at on Instagram, and we're going to decide for ourselves if they're naughty or nice. We don't necessarily mean naughty in a sexual way, but a lot of the suggestions were quite sexual, so we'll talk about those. You know, that's what the people want.
must be something about you that draws that out of people.
You never know.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, it's not like we're going to pick a side or anything like that. There might be stuff that we agree on. There might be stuff that we disagree on. There might be stuff that, you know, falls somewhere in the middle. So we're going to see how we go. Ready?
I've got sweaty palms now. Ready.
It's fine. It sounds like gladiators or something.
Gladiator.
Oh,
ready.
What's his name? John, the Scottish
That little
ref.
Scottish man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a legend. Saturday Night TV, I missed that. Gladiators and Blind Date. Those are my jam. Showing my age now, but anyway, moving on swiftly.
Moving on.
So, first one
Let
for
me
you.
take a swig of wine.
Yeah,
Go
you
on.
might need it for this one. You're not going to swig?
Something tells me you're going to start with the most horrible one, and that's
Yeah,
going to
we're
make me blush.
We're going to go straight in, I'm not going to lie.
Oh,
just
no.
to
Okay,
set
wait.
the vibe. So, anal. Naughty or nice?
I knew you were going to say that. I guess. Okay. Well, I can handle this. I can cope. I'm
Yeah.
not blushing. I guess it depends on people's preference. If you're up for it, great. I guess it only becomes naughty if to you it's like a forbidden thing, or it's something you don't really want to try, but you're trying only because, you know, the other person wants it.
Yeah.
So it can be both, I think.
Yeah, I think it's interesting from a guy's perspective because I'm sure guys will probably just say it's nice because we're obviously not on the receiving end of it.
Yeah, and they're trained to sort of know that that's the
Trained.
kind of forbidden area.
Fruit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I think from my perspective, do you know what? I'm going to be quite controversial and say it's naughty and not necessarily in a good way. Like, I've never been someone who's kind of had a real deep urge to have anal. I don't know why. I think it's really basic, really. It's like, that's where poo lives, man. Like, yeah, I'm not really...
And it's made for things coming out as opposed
Exactly.
to going
So I've never
in.
been... I could die... I've done it before, but I could die a happy man if I hadn't done it. So yeah, I might put that in a naughty box, actually.
Naughty.
Yeah.
I
Where
mean,
does
it's
it sit?
not-
Yeah, where does it sit for you, actually?
It's
I feel
not
like you've
my-
Wurzel gummaged this and just sat on the fence a little bit.
Oh,
but...
wow. So I accused you of being Wurzel earlier, and now I'm Wurzel.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I wouldn't be like, Me, I'll do it, please.
Me
please.
first, me first. Yeah, I hear
Please,
you.
I really want to do it.
Yeah.
No, like, right, if I was really intimate with a person and, you know, we kind of trusted each other a lot, maybe, but it's not necessarily because I get any pleasure from it.
Fine, got you.
Right, and I feel guys, not all guys, but some guys use it as a bit of a power trip. It is quite a sort of power play, I feel.
It is a little bit, to be fair, but I don't know.
And even the thought of it just makes me want to shift.
Does it make you
slightly.
just squeeze really tight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do some bum busters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't look fun, to be honest.
No.
But
it
again,
it feels very strange.
I can imagine, and I'm sure. But the thing is, on the flip side, like I think, like we said, like there will be girls who, yeah, love it. To be fair, so again, I feel like I say this
There
every
was a
single
girl that I
episode, but
knew,
each their own. But
right?
yeah.
And she wouldn't let her boyfriend sleep with her normally, but anal sex was allowed.
Mad thing.
Figure that out.
Yeah, I've got nothing, to be fair. I mean, is anal naughty or nice? I think,
So he couldn't enter in the usual way. The servant's entrance was fine though.
but the dirt road was
Was fine.
it's all access.
Yeah.
Interesting. I've never heard that before, but again, if that's how you want to roll, then yeah, crack on. No, you're wincing.
Yeah. Still makes me want to shift uncomfortably.
No, that's fair enough.
Not for me.
All right, so I think we're agreed putting anal in the naughty.
Naughty list, yeah.
On the
If
naughty
you
list.
like it, then great.
Yeah.
But right, it wouldn't be something that I'd be jumping up and down on the spot for.
Fair, makes sense. Right, next one. So this one, don't worry, this one's slightly less.
I love how you like threw us in at the deep end there.
Yeah, of course. I just wanted to, see you squirm a little bit, maybe.
Why do you like making me squirm?
No, it's fun. It's character building.
All right.
Your character doesn't seem like it's being.
My character
built.
doesn't like
Seems
to
like
be
it's being
built.
shattered at the
Yes.
moment.
Yeah,
okay.
I've got this going on, this in my face.
It is fine. Like that's probably the worst of the bunch. So we'll kind of slowly get into less
Okay.
abrasive ones.
Okay. Good.
Next one. So always taking the mick out of each other in a relationship.
Always.
Always might be a bit strong, but just taking the piss out of each other in a relationship.
You see, I feel there are levels here. It's good to have fun and laugh, but that kind of level of sarcasm or that sort of one-upmanship, I think, can pretty soon go the wrong way.
Agreed. Yeah, I think
Why are we agreeing with each other today?
I genuinely think there's going to be a few that we'll agree on, but I agree. I think there's a tipping point to
Yeah.
how much you take the piss out of someone.
Yeah.
If it's done in a way that's endearing and you're kind of like jokingly saying something, then yeah, fine, because I think that just shows a level of trust and a level of appreciation for the other
Yeah.
person. But then obviously if I'm going and saying, "Oh, what are you doing, you little tart?" Like that's too much.
Cute
You
EastEnders
mare.
accent.
Yeah, what are you doing, you mare? Then yeah, that's obviously overstepping
Yeah.
the mark, and that's where it feels more personal, I guess, when you do it that way.
Yeah.
And it's not in an endearing way; it's actually just in an aggressive and dickish way. So
And other people who are around that and listen to it and witness it, it makes you feel uncomfortable.
yeah, sure.
Just you're like, I don't know whether to laugh or look away. I don't know if this is meant to be fun or whatever. Yeah. No.
Yeah, so I think-
yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You get to a certain point where you're like, no. And again, I think that becomes a bit of a power play too.
How so? Explain.
Because it's not really intimate, is it? If those kind of back and forth becomes like a bit of a sword, right? And there's nothing in that allows you to get closer to that person at all, and it becomes like a way of saying a lot, but not really saying that much at
Yeah.
all. So yeah.
I also think, and this is probably going to sound like an obvious point, it kind of depends on how you're taking the piss about them and what words you're using. So, for example, if you're taking the piss on something that they might be really sensitive about, then I think that's where it's, obviously quite naughty. But then if you're doing it in a slightly, like I say, endearing or in a nice way, and you're not kind of focused on something that they've got, they're not conscious
Perhaps a hang up about.
or a hang up about. Then I think depending on the context of how you're using it, then I think that could be quite nice in a relationship. But
it's frequency and amount of it as well. So even if it's the nicest little quip in the world, if you're hearing that 80 times every day, or every time you open your mouth something is said,
then psychologically I can imagine it just chips away at you. So you're right. I think to try and wrap it up in a nice little bow, I think it's about context, I think it's about frequency, and also I think it's just around like how long you've known that person as well. I think in the start of a relationship, if you start doing stuff like that, I think you're less likely to get away with it than if you've been going out for like a serious length of time. So I think this one's definitely...
And underneath that humour, there'll always be like a reason.
A little bit of truth in there.
For it, yes.
Yeah.
It's never just, just because it's funny and you laughed that one time and that's why I kept saying it.
Yeah.
There will always be some sort of driver for getting like a sort of context home to you, and I wonder what that's about. So, power play.
So, taking the piss out of each other, naughty and nice?
Can be both, yeah.
Okay. Are we 2 for 2 now in terms of agreeing?
Stop agreeing with me. I feel really
I'm sorry.
uncomfortable.
Next one, it's completely
It's
new territory, isn't
unnerving,
it? Okay.
yeah.
I'll do my best to disagree on the next one.
Thanks.
Okay. Next one. So, oversharing about relationship on social media. And shout out to Lizzie on this one as well.
Oh, God.
PDA.
Okay, so I always feel, right, if a person is living their life and they're really having fun and they're in their own life and they're in their stride, you don't have time to overshare. It's always the ones where they're lacking in some way. It's like, I've got to prove to you, I've got to live this life to show you I'm really having fun. It's like enforced fun.
What about the people who just do a lot on social media? So they're like, even before they're in a relationship, they're posting a lot, and this is just like a continuation of that.
There's variance there, though, isn't there? It's not just us in matching jumpers, or us in IKEA, or us in a park, or look, we've got coffee cups that we're holding together. You can see other aspects of their life and other people in it.
Yeah.
And that makes you more comfortable. When somebody is in your face with, look, this is my man, and we're doing this and we're doing that, I'm like, it's very try hard, and it screams like, okay, there's something slightly amiss there.
Yeah, I think for me, this definitely falls into the naughty bracket, because I think for me, it's slightly different actually, because I'm just not a big social media poster anyway, apart from obviously on this podcast page.
I was just about to say, really?
I was about to, I had to put that in context. But on my personal page, like, I don't really post that much, to be honest, because, I don't know, I think I'm just quite a private person in general, and I don't think that posting... I feel like sometimes people post on social media because they think that if they don't post on social media, it didn't happen, or if it isn't real.
Oh, that makes me so sad to hear that. And also, things like Instagram... That's like a show reel of your life. Yeah. So you're putting it out there to sort of curate this image.
You just cherry pick your best bits, really, for the most part.
Yeah, and then I always think, okay, so what drives that behaviour? Why do you feel the need to be like, this is me being picture perfect, and this is that? There's a need behind it.
But I also know, and just to be clear, I'm definitely in the naughty box in this, but I also know friends who... might put it in, or their girlfriends, for example, might put this in the nice box, because they feel like them posting about their relationship it's like reaffirming them as a couple, and the only way to do that to them, or part of the only way to do that for them, is to put it on social media.
You said something really key there. Reaffirming the relationship as a couple. So then that would tell me that there's tension there already, in that perhaps one of the parties feels that they're hidden away, or the other person's not proud of them.
Yeah, I think it's that it's the pride thing. And also, not in a kind of a cynical way, but there's probably an element potentially around trying to warn off potential suitors off that person
Just
as well.
pee in a circle around them.
Yeah.
It's probably
Just mark your territory.
a lot
man.
quicker,
Just
or
go-
just
yeah.
pee up them and then
Just
you
go around Croydon or wherever and
Yeah.
just pee around the Whitgift
Get
Centre.
them to stand somewhere,
Yeah.
wee around them.
Yeah.
Done.
I do feel that's why they think it might be nice, because it's another way for them to kind of say, this is my man.
Yes. So then I would question the nice bit of that. There is a reason for it.
Yeah, you're right. Okay. So,
advice on that one: just pee in a circle. and then
agreed.
Job done.
Yeah.
A lot quicker.
Right, so we're both agreed again. 3 for 3. This is naughty, isn't it? Yeah,
You've planned this.
I didn't plan
I
this.
feel all unnerved now.
I'm sure there will be stuff that will
feel all
disagree.
edgy.
No, we'll be fine. All right, so oversharing about relationships on social media on the naughty list. Next one, private nicknames.
Oh, that's
Naughty
cute.
or nice.
That's cute.
But I do think, again, I think context is key here, right? Because what if, for example, what if my private nickname for you was Sugar Pussy?
Why am I going to blush? Okay, but then if it's
Sorry, that
Thanks,
was really
Kermit.
creepy. Yeah.
but if it's private,
Mm-hmm.
then nobody's going to know about it.
Okay, just a nickname.
Yes.
A nickname that should be private because
Yeah.
of the connotations that it might
Yeah.
have, but you use it in public.
What, you're going to yell that across a bar?
But
or
like,
a
you are
pub?
Sugar Pussy!
Oi!
You are Sugar Puss!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
In my limited experience, right,
Yeah.
nicknames are something you share like privately on like text message or
Hmm.
phone calls or in person. It's not something I'd ever take outside and yell
Okay.
across a car park at someone. I
Yeah.
might try that actually and see what happens.
You'd be like, alright, you about honey dick? Yeah.
Oi!
Caramel dick. Yeah, I feel like a lot of these are going to be like context driven, but
I think it's nice.
I think it's nice if
It
the
shows a
nickname,
Yeah.
I think if the nickname is not too private and it's not going to embarrass the other person and
And
put
if
them
it's-
in a slightly awkward position.
Yeah, and if it's not like based on a body part like sugar tits or something, like why that would just
Sugar
make
pussy, actually,
just make
but-
me go gross.
Yeah.
That just makes
It's stuff like that,
me a
I
little
think,
bit
which
sick
is
in my mouth.
yeah, which almost is a little bit demeaning, I guess.
A little bit misogynistic.
Yeah,
as well.
and that. I mean, yeah, that was just an example. But yeah, when it's demeaning like that and piss off. Yeah, I think when it's like that and not something which is kind of universally accepted, I think that's where the problem starts lying. But I agree. I think this could be a nice thing,
I think it's nice.
but it
If
can be
there's-
naughty depending on it depends on what the nickname is, I think.
If you're somebody who's prone to yelling things out in public or in front of other people, right, and you don't really think of impact on the other person, then yeah, that's horrible. But if it's something that is private and that you both shared and you both know and like, then yeah, it's great.
Okay.
So are we agreed again?
I think we agreed again. So I feel like this one is probably naughty and nice.
I think it's more nice than naughty.
Yeah, no, I agree. But like I say, I definitely think there's levels to this. I think it just depends on what the nickname is, I think.
But then I'd like to think that people out there, and me included, and you even, wouldn't get little pet names or nicknames with some oik who was likely
Yeah,
to go
agreed.
shouting around
yeah.
about it.
Okay, so based on that, should we put this in the nice list then?
Yeah,
Okay, fine. I'm happy with that.
let's chalk it up to nice.
What are we on? 4 for 4? This is getting a bit dicey.
It's getting a bit unnerving.
Okay, here's one for you. Getting choked. I'm not going to reveal who said this, but
Stop
yeah.
blushing. Sorry. Let me just cool down a bit. Nice.
I don't know
Sorry.
why you
Yeah.
mulled that over with your mulled wine as well. You knew that was nice.
Because I was thinking, if I say
like,
nice,
let
are
me
people going
try.
to be like,
Yeah.
slut?
Yeah, you're like, oh, let me try and not seem like a
No, okay.
schlag. You schlag?
Nice, but but again, there's like a continuum of it, because if it goes too far,
Then
you
it's
pass out
murder.
with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's like premeditated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have had an experience where somebody
Someone
choked me
almost murder you.
too hard,
Would
and
you-
I passed out. And he did it on purpose.
Fam, that's
Yeah.
you did on purpose.
Yeah.
So he actually tried to kill you.
No, he wanted the sort of like power and control of being able
What,
to take you to that point.
Wait, did he mean to make you pass out?
Yeah,
Or...
I think so. Because
Oh, that's wild,
he
man.
would not remove his hand, and I literally was trying to put his hand away. Okay, but
That's attempted murder.
this particular guy came
What?
with a whole host of other issues.
Was it the same guy whose penis reminds you of that mic? Okay,
No.
that's another guy. In a long list of guys who have put their
Bits in my...
microphone-shaped penises in front of your face.
So, but yeah, so that can be, again, about control. I have issues with control.
For you.
I hate to think that someone's trying to control me.
Yeah.
So choking is nice, I think, but if it goes too far, or if somebody wants to control like how much air you take in and
It's quite
take you to that
quite a
point
crucial
and then
point,
bring you back,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to know.
That's like what's that film? Flatliners.
Yes.
Jesus, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty grim, to be fair. I think for me, I think it's different from a guy's perspective because I feel like guys probably don't get choked as much as girls. I've never been choked before, anyway. But I
Never?
think it's no.
Oh,
Why are you saying? Oh, darn it! I haven't been choked before.
you're missing out.
I don't think I am, to be fair.
No?
But from my perspective, it's a nice thing because I'm usually the.
You wouldn't like it then?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
Nah.
So, in the height of passion, in the midst of something, is someone grabbed your throat?
No, because I think my South London instincts would kick in, and I'd probably grab their hand and be like, "What are you doing, bro?" I'd be like, "Fam, get off me." So yeah, probably not for me. But I like being the choker rather than the chokee.
So you've got control issues then?
I don't think that's control issues.
From a psychological perspective.
Here we go. But
She
yeah,
writes
yeah.
on her clipboard.
Yeah, I know.
Control.
Issues.
Yes.
Freudian issues.
Yes.
No, it's a nice thing for me, but I mean, again, it's one of those things where I'm not desperate to do it. If the girl likes it, then I'm more than happy to do it. But I can
imagine
live
you
without
met
it.
someone who was like the love of your life.
Yeah.
And you were really comfortable with her, and this is like your best friend.
Yeah.
Right? And you're in the bedroom, and it's all really great. And she puts her hand on your throat. In a playful way, not
Yeah.
in a menacing way. She's looking at you really
Trying to
evilly.
strangle, man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
In a playful way.
I think the first time it happened, again, I think my instincts would kick in. I'd be like, "What are you doing?" But then if she was like, "I like doing that," and if she was going to do it in like a respectful way, in a way that wasn't going to kill me or make me pass out, then I'd be like, "Yeah, why not?"
Okay, listen. The passing out guy was extreme in every sense of the word. He had a lot of issues, so he was the exception and not
Right.
the rule.
Okay.
Okay. So in my limited experience, if people go to do that, it's never with that sort of murderous intent in
Yeah.
their eyes.
Okay, fine. But yeah, it could. I'm not ruling it out, to be fair. But I'm just saying I've never had it before. Can't really comment on it as such. But I'm just saying, as the choker, it's
As opposed to chokey.
as opposed to the chokee. Yeah, I think it's a nice thing.
Okay.
So we're both agreed again. Nice.
Bing.
Our survey says,
Ding.
nice.
It's becoming a bit boring now.
Sorry. Let's see if we can find one that we disagree on. Next one. So, touching your partner when they can't do anything about it, e.g., when they're driving
Depends where you're touching them.
in a sensitive area.
In an inappropriate area. I
So
quite
basically, they're trying to make you horny when you can't do anything about it.
I quite like that.
Okay.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
I think we're going to disagree on this one, actually.
Oh,
Yeah. Because I'm not sure if I do like it, because for the simple fact that I can't do anything about it at the time. And that just makes it more frustrating.
but that's the point. But it's frustrating and there's
I don't like
tension.
that. I'm not big on the whole teasing thing, to be honest. A prime example of this, and I haven't been to one in a while, but like strip clubs, I don't really like strip clubs for this reason, because I feel like, why would I pay money and like a decent wodge of money to go to a place where I'm basically being touched up and I can't do anything about it?
There are certain places you can do things about it.
They're called brothels.
Well, not just brothels. But
Yeah,
there
I'm
are
sure if you go Zante or something like that, then you can do whatever. But
there are
I
a
think the
few
majority
strip
of
clubs
strip-
around where they
Yeah.
have rooms or people go
maybe.
outside.
But I'm just saying, like a standard strip club,
Mhm.
I think more often than not, you know, you'll get your lap dance or whatever, and you can't touch for the most part, and you can't do anything about it. And for me, that's a naughty thing.
Okay.
That's naughty.
We don't like
We
that.
don't like that around here.
For me, that's part of the fun.
I'm not big on the
It
whole
builds
teasing.
anticipation and
No,
excitement.
I'm not big on the whole teasing thing. I'm just like, no, let's just. I'm not saying let's jump straight into it. Like, I like a bit of foreplay and stuff like that, but I'm not
But
about
as
the
I
whole.
like it, when I want it.
No,
and
but
then
I'm not. I'm
that's
not the
it.
whole like teasing me and I can't do anything about it, and then I got to go home and have a wank or something like that. Like, that's not really.
But you'll get your way eventually.
I want my way now. I want
You
my
need to
own way
stamp your
now.
foot. Now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now.
Wow.
Yeah,
All right.
so-
I'm going to resist the urge to analyse the death out of that and just say, that's really interesting. Okay.
So patronising.
No, I'm not trying to be patronising, but if I analyse you, that might be quite uncomfortable. So I'll just say, okay, I think
You
it's
can analyse me if you want.
But I think this all comes back down to control. You don't like being out of control.
I just don't like being teased, that's all. I like stuff which is black and white. to
I
be
like
honest.
stuff which I can get a sort of outcome to it, which is about control.
I just like stuff that's black and white. I feel like teasing is... It falls into the bracket of like like playing games to me.
So what does playing games mean to you then?
I feel like teasing someone is playing a game because you're not quite sure.
Right, and is that a bad thing?
For me, it is, to be
Okay.
honest.
Okay.
Because sometimes, like, you could do all this act and there be no end result. Like, there might not be anything at the end of it, but there could be, to be fair. But I just don't like the uncertainty, I think. And I just think if you're engaged in that behaviour, like me personally, I like to know that it's going to end in something tangible. Like, I'd be really pissed off if someone's like playing with me whilst I'm driving and then,
Oh, well.
yeah.
Oh, look
And-
at that bird over there.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
just
I'll be
look at
like,
it.
I'm sorry, what?
Come back
Say.
here and finish the job.
No. Jesus.
Yeah, but 9 times out of 10, if you're starting that kind of thing, it will end in a
That's
tangible.
not all, you'll be surprised. Like, I've had people...
I feel like you've had a bad experience with this.
It's not a bad experience, but I've had experiences before where you'll
Being
get...
frustrated.
Yeah, where you get teased by a girl, and when you go and try and reciprocate said teasing for it to be leading into something more, that they're kind of like, no, I can't do this. And that is frustrating.
I can see that's really frustrating.
Yeah. But likewise, on
But
the
I'd
flip
like
side...
to think if someone's initiating something with you
Yeah.
and they're teasing you, it's because they're quite open to it.
Yeah.
It's
But
not
it's-
to then flip the tables and go, no, shop is shut.
Yeah, shop is up. I'm sorry, Earth is closed today.
Yes, done.
Hopefully
Yeah.
you're an MCU fan and you'll get that reference, but this is terrible. Shout out to Peck and Douche, you'll know what I'm talking about. Sorry, two of my friends who like MCU films. But basically,
Tumbleweed.
yeah, no. But basically, yeah, it doesn't, like, in my experience anyway, it hasn't always led to something. Sometimes it's actually the girl just likes to tease. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of that. So that's
So
why
there
it's
I-
going in the naughty
Okay,
list for me.
then I'd have one piece of advice for you.
Yeah.
Choose wisely.
You can't, yeah, but you can't always tell who's going to be a tease or not.
You
to be honest.
can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't. Fake news. All right, so I think we're disagreed on that one. So team naughty, team nice.
Team nice.
Okay.
All the way.
Fruitcake. I'm joking.
Weirdo.
Right, next one. So people never making decisions.
Oh,
Shout out to Lisa on this one as well. Well, that's clearly in the
oh
naughty
my
list.
God. Personally, I have a really big issue, and this is
So
professionally and personally, with passive, indecisive people.
Yeah.
It brings out a real sort of persecutory aspect of me.
Wow.
I just want to be
Tense.
like, for goodness sake,
Yeah.
just make a decision.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of people pleasing, isn't it? Like, oh, you decide. I do whatever you want to. I
Yeah.
don't have an opinion of my own. What?
Yeah.
Of course
I
you
know.
do.
Yeah. This is. I can see why some people might like this because they're narcissists and they like
Yeah.
getting their own way.
And if somebody likes that and they actively encourage that, run the hell away from people
Probably,
like that.
yeah. But I'm gonna agree with you on this again because.
Stop agreeing with me, Christian.
Sorry.
Stop it.
But yeah, I don't like people who don't have an opinion because you're not a robot. You have your own thoughts and feelings.
Yeah.
I appreciate someone who expresses those feelings. And sometimes, you need to be challenged as well. Like, I'm not always right, believe it or not.
No.
Shock,
Sorry.
horror. Yeah.
This has been one shocking evening. There's
Sorry.
this, and now
I
there's
know.
that.
Yeah, I'm not always right. And, to learn as a person, like, I need to be challenged on stuff and to, appreciate a person. I like them to feel like they can challenge me on stuff which they either disagree with or just point blank, just stuff that I'm wrong about.
I think people sometimes don't like what they perceive as confrontation. Like if
Yeah.
I say no or I disagree with you, then that's going to be confrontational, and they've maybe had a bad experience, and that might be an argument, and oh my God, I don't like that. But if you consistently agree with something, trust me, 9 times out of 10 that will lead to resentment. And then there'll be little random explosions around other little things because all this anger is built up.
Yeah. I'd much rather someone confront me about something that they're not,
Yeah.
that I've done wrong or that they're not happy with what I said or whatever, rather than just kind of sweeping it under the rug. Because like you say, I think that
I think
causes...
I've confronted you a couple of times about
Yeah, and
things,
I appreciate that. I'd rather someone do that than sweep it under the carpet and then we have like a long running like acts of passive aggressiveness and stuff like that.
Yeah,
So
passive aggressive.
I'm definitely someone who's like, let's air all our dirty laundry out and then we can deal. It's much easier to deal with it like that way rather than kind of
And on this topic, and another thing, I hate it when, like, if you can sense that there's something up with somebody
yeah.
and you ask them and they say, no, nothing.
Yeah,
I'm
I hate-
fine. Oh,
Yeah, I hate that, and also the more kind of modern way of doing it is ghosting or
which
staying
is
silent. Go
your-
watch that episode, by the way. 'cause
your
that's-
pet hate.
Yeah, my pet hate.
Yes.
So yeah, when people don't want to confront you, or if they're feeling a certain way about things, rather than being passive aggressive or talking about it, they'll just ignore you, which I think is super childish.
Which is horrible.
Yeah, not a fan of that. So yeah, this one is definitely going in the naughty list.
Naughty list. Don't do it.
Agreed.
Ever.
Right, so we've got 2 more, and then I think we're done.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. See,
It's
it has
actually
to be-
quite a fun episode.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
After
Why do you
you-
sound surprised?
After you hit me with the anal thing.
Yeah,
first
like I
up.
say, it was all downhill from anal, to be honest. I was like, anal? Like that. Swallowing.
I think it's rude not to.
I'm joking.
Ugh.
It's rude to spit.
Yeah, I think it's rude not to swallow. If you've got somebody's equipment in your mouth,
Equipment.
Joke. why
Such a
would you?
grim way of
Why
talking
would
about it,
you
yeah.
then turn around and spit the sort of aftermath of that out?
Because you don't want to? Or you
But
don't
you've
like
had
the
someone's
taste?
dick in your mouth, right? I don't understand either,
Yeah,
Siri.
agreed. Siri
But
knows.
you've had someone,
Siri's had many a dick in his mouth.
right? You've had someone's dick in your mouth. How much more personal can you get? And then
But I
you
feel
decide
like-
to spit.
Yeah,
And
but
actually,
I mean,
it's full of protein, so it's very good for you.
you whore. But there's,
says
yeah, I know, you're like, let me wipe this excess protein off my mouth. No, but I mean, there's a dick, right? But then, like, I feel like the fucking creamy shit that comes out the dick. That's another added layer of complexity to
You've
this.
got somebody's dick in your mouth already, and probably balls and everything else.
Suck a fucking
Why
dick or something.
would you
Sorry,
not?
That's a tune.
Why would you then suddenly decide that the sperm at the end is unpalatable and you can't have that?
Yeah, but you don't like that's a creamy. Like, why would you want that creamy, like, foreign substance? In,
Why are you focusing on that? You're taking all like the joy out of everything.
I'm not. I look. It's 100% in the
Killjoy.
no. It's in the nice list for me. But I'm just trying to make. I'm trying to see it from. I'm trying like role reversal.
I think
I'm trying to see it
that's
from a woman's perspective.
Actually, teasing. Actually, because if you're comfortable with having someone's dick, not just
That's
in
not
your
teasing.
mouth,
Yeah.
not possibly like in your throat as well, and that's all okay. Oh, sorry if I'm going a bit too
Lord
far
Jesus.
here. Lord, what? Anyway, so if that's okay and acceptable, then you're kind of leading somebody into a false pretense, really, aren't you?
I don't know. Like, I don't feel any way if someone doesn't want to swallow me. Why would I? Like,
Some people get very emotional about
really?
it.
No, I couldn't care less, to be honest. I'd much rather, like legit.
I'm just detached from the whole thing.
I'm just
Who
sitting
are
there just
you
like-
even? Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'd much rather someone, if someone's kind of giving me head that they feel comfortable, I'd much rather them do the thing that they feel most comfortable with. Because if I see them, so here's the thing. So if I see them swallow and they're like,
Okay, let's be
then
very
that,
clear.
that
it
to
doesn't
me,
taste like strawberry milkshake, and it's never going to.
sure it doesn't,
So
yeah.
you're always going to see somebody make a slight face because you.
but I'd feel genuinely bad if I see someone who's just literally just like got a hairball in their throat. They're like that. I'd be like, just spit it. I'd be like, just spit it out. It's not that deep.
Yeah, but okay, so biologically speaking, even if you spit it out, you've still got the taste of it in your mouth.
You just no too much detail.
But it's
But it's
true.
different. I think it's a psychological thing as
No,
well.
I do not get that
Okay.
at all.
Like I say, to be clear,
I would
this is
find that offensive if I were a guy, right? Or if somebody went down on me and then maybe like rinsed their mouth afterwards.
that's a liberty. To be fair,
I would be incensed
Yeah,
if
that'd
that
be liberty.
happened. I would
But
turf that person
I think
out of
no.
my
But
house.
if they're rinsing, okay. So I get incensed if they swallow it and then they try and kiss me afterwards. I'm incensed by that. To be fair,
But
like,
it's
go
a
and wash your mouth.
product from you.
Yeah.
What?
No, that's yeah. I know, but still, girls try and do that sometimes, and I'm like, screw. Go and wash your mouth. As bad as that sounds, but yeah.
I'm running out of more
Anyway,
wine.
yeah, sorry, but anyway, I think we're both agreed that this is on the nice list, so I think that's
Yeah,
the,
but we've
the
kind
main
of
point.
come to different conclusions about why it's nice, and
I'm just
I am
saying.
genuinely intrigued by people that will have a dick all up in their mouth
Yeah,
and throat, and then get to the point where they go, I can't swallow.
that's their prerogative, though. I don't know. I've never criticised like a girl for not swallowing,
But you
and I never will.
criticise a girl for swallowing your cum
Hmm.
and then kissing you.
Absolutely,
Why? Explain that to me.
because I don't want to kiss my own cum.
But it's yours.
I don't
It's not
care.
as though someone else has
I
jizzed in her mouth
don't
and then she's
care.
kissed you.
I don't care. I'm not supposed to be kissing my own jizz. Fact. Point blank. No. It's not happening.
Well, I'm shocked and disappointed in you.
Will you be shocked and disappointed?
Thanks for watching 30 Years and Running. Please subscribe, comment, and share. See you next week. Peace.